Hey, this is Ease of Awesome, and today we're going to finish this traveler's notebook that we started in the last video. So I made this paper insert here. Now let's move on to the leather cover. As you see here in this one, we need the rubber strings to go in here right above the final paper size and go in there, and then it goes around. So what do we need? We need a piece of leather, the sketchbook, rubber band. This should be found in here. In here goes everything that can stretch, and for this it's going to be either this one or perhaps this one. It's a little bit thicker. I think I would like this more, but I don't know if it is long enough. Let's move on to the bigger cutting mat here for this. It's about 1 centimeter from the sides. We want to hang more than one of these in at some point. We need a little bit more space here. Here it also has a little bit more room on the sides, and we have about that much in the middle. So let's leave a little bit of space on the sides here, a little bit extra. Something like that. And let's go for 18.5. 26. So here we go. Let's try to get this fold down here a little bit. So this is the middle. So we can thin it out a little bit here, so it helps with the fold. Now let's get the sketchbook here and just get the position for the middle here and here, I guess. Just eyeball it like that, I think. Get the hole punch. Otherwise you could also use just a nail and a hammer again. So here we go. Now nothing complicated left here. We make a knot to hold it in place here, and then we just go round and around like this. So let's make this knot as far on the outside as possible. That's what it looks like now. And that could be enough, that if we now get this one, put it here in the middle, so this of course stretches it for the size here. And now so what if you put another notebook in here? Looks good. think now I would like to get it to fold a little bit better. Just thinning it out a little bit more in the middle here. Now let's get a little bit of water. Get it really wet in the middle here. Now we fold it. And then it's hammer time. Can even clamp it down a little. Now we can just clean up the edges a little bit. I like to put water again on these edges. Then get one of these, if you have it. If you don't have it, then you can't use it. It's called burnishing the edges, kind of polishing these rough parts a little bit. There is special pastes that you can buy to get these real nice shiny edges. I don't have it, so you just use water and sometimes after that perhaps a little bit of grease, and it works good enough. So this is what the corners look like after about 5 minutes of polishing them, burnishing them with water and just this wood piece. And in comparison, this is the piece I cut it from. It's not a huge difference, but there is some difference. What's up? Taking a little bit care of these edges makes a huge difference in how your project looks if you work with leather. Now I've worked on these edges a little bit more for another 10 minutes or so, and now this is the difference. Let's get rid of these clamps here, and if we now put our notebook in again, it should stay together quite well. There are much cool things you can do with these traveler's notebooks. If you don't know them, if you then have a look at them, I link the original Midori Traveler's Notebook in the description. They also have a lot of cool stuff that you can hang in there, like a little folder, something like this, where you can put stuff in and hang it in there. And oh yeah, did I make this or did I buy this? I don't know anymore, but of course you can very well make a little folder like this, and I think I will eventually, but for now it just stays as it is. So maybe we can just use that. So if you just make a knot around this center string, then you have it already in the perfect position to get something you can hang down there and mark your position. Then you can, of course, let me see if I find it. Maybe here. This might be nice. Just a little copper piece. Can you focus on that? Yes. Just a little copper piece. I think it was on some piece of clothing at some point. Now we can attach it here. So always good to have a place where you can store some nice little treasures that you find along the way. Now, nearly ready, I think, but as I branded this little watercolor kit with the East of Awesome logo, I think it would be nice to do the same for the notebook. In the center, I think. So the last time we engraved it, this time I think I'll burn it into the wood. So let me get the wood burner. We burn it into the leather, of course. So now we have power. Let's find a place where we can put it without destroying and burning something. These work nice. Yes. I think I should round these corners a little bit more. Perhaps you can do this while we are waiting. Let's test it first. Looks good. Let's start at the bottom. Reminds me a little bit about a Kickstarter project I made a while ago with a good friend, where we had leather journals as one of our rewards. And so I don't know how many, but I made quite a few of them where I engraved or burned something into the notebook like I do now. Yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. Now I want one of these clamps. It's good because then I can clamp down the watercolor set here, and on this little water bottle that I've got here, I just taped some of these clamps so I can put it like this, ready to paint, I think. So you know what, let's have a final weight comparison. 617 grams versus 230. And let's be fair. Let's get perhaps this one. Perhaps we want this here also. And let's also get this ruler. So now 260. Still, we saved about a third of the weight of this and much of the size. And we can, of course, just put it in the back pocket here. This can go here, and even this other thing can go here. Although I would probably, if I don't have any bag, I would probably just use a water brush like this. Of course, being me, I went and looked for smaller ones. So I would probably just take this, but I I'd say it fits even with the water. Perhaps we can use the ruler as another another thing to mark your reading position. Let's see. Bookmark, oh, of course you say bookmark. Sometimes. So these are just some fake leather straps. Put it like this. Then we can put it like this, and then will it hold? No, it will slide around. But if we use it back there, we might be able. Will this hold? Very nice move. But in theory it worked great. Maybe we just go here where these things live to get something like this. Doesn't look so cool, but it's probably way more practical. If we can get these things here, these things completely out, then we can just saw through the holes, and then it should work. I think we have to open it up like this, yes. And then let's see if we can get it back flexible enough. Yeah. I think I managed to get it slim and working, but now it holds this kinda. Not perfect, but sure it will hold this also kind of. Perhaps I'll do this again another time, but for now let's pretend it is already perfect. And as usual, I made a real good mess. But for now, that's it. Successful notebook project. And here we've got a nice set. So I put this. This is a fountain pen where I have some waterproof ink for sketching. And this one, I think it's for sketching because it says sketch ink. That's how you know it's for sketching. But it's a good waterproof ink. The watercolors here, and if I want, I take the water, or just take the water brush. And now we're ready to go. Quickly little update on this one. I think I fixed it. I just hammered it over this little anvil there, just so that these holes are at the side, and straightened the bottom piece out. And now I made a new one of these and will sew it on, and then finally everything will work perfectly. Now I have a good feeling. This time I think it will work. Stays where it's supposed to be. Now I have another idea. Right when you thought this video was over,